So today we are going to make a tomato ketchup which is so tasty, just like store bought, but no chemicals used. I'm going to give the ingredients in the description and detailed instructions so you can make the best tomato ketchup. So take tomatoes which are ripe and red in color. Wash them very nicely. After you cut them, if you see the white part near the stalk, then make sure you discard it and reuse it for some other recipe, as it will alter the color of the tomato ketchup. So chop tomatoes into big pieces. Don't grate the tomatoes, don't put it in the blender, because we want to use very less water. The more the water quantity used in this recipe, more time you will pay in cooking, because we need to evaporate the water to get the right consistency. So fine, chop the tomatoes. Now my tomatoes are chopped almost. Now I'm going to start cooking it. So this is ready. Now in a pot, take about 2 tablespoons of water, not much. Add chopped ginger. I'm going to add some peeled and chopped beetroot. This is just for the color. It's very small amount because we don't want the flavor of the beetroot. And red chilies. If you have fresh red chilies, then use them. These are dry one. And what I do, if I want to make it less spicy, then after cooking in this tomatoes, I remove the red chilies. Now add the tomatoes, and the gas should be low because right now it will take some time for tomatoes to release the moisture. This is a spice mix of cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper, and I'm going to give you an exact proportion. Crush it very coarsely, put it in a cloth. This is optional, but this gives a nice flavor. So if you can do this step, put it in the tomatoes. Make sure you tie it properly so the spices don't fall out. We just want the flavors of the spices. Cover it on a medium flame. It will take about 8 to 10 minutes, but make sure it's cooked properly. You don't need to add water. First, keep the gas on low flame until the moisture is released, and once the tomato starts releasing its juices, you can keep the gas on medium. So when the tomatoes get cooked in their own juices, it has become more tasty. So cook it very nicely until it is very mushy. Like, you want to overcook the tomatoes, but not too much, but it should be very nicely cooked. So once you finish cooking, make sure you cool it down completely, putting it in the blender, because every step is important, because that will change the color of the tomato ketchup. So cool it down completely. Take out this spice mix which you have put. Make sure you can use this spice mix for any other recipe also, but all the flavor is released in the tomatoes. Now after cooling it down, we are going to put it in the blender. Now when you put it in the blender also, just run the blender for a few minutes. Don't over blend it, or just be patient about doing it. So this is blended into a nice paste. We are going to use this strainer. This is again optional, but I like to use this strainer to get the right consistency. So if any spice is there or anything is there, it will come out. Before blending, make sure you remove the red chilies if you don't want it spicy. So this is what I have, and it depends on the quality of the tomato and your blender. So I'm going to strain it very nicely. I've started the gas on low medium because it will start cooking by the time I'm adding all this. So this is what I have. So now it will take, you have to have patience because it will take some time to cook. Sugar, we are going to add into this. Vinegar and salt, very little. We are going to add black salt and regular salt. Red chili powder, this is just for color. It's not spicy. Mix it very well. And what will happen is you have to keep on stirring it. Now as it gets hot, it starts boiling and it will come on your hand. So what I do is I keep the cover like 3/4 covered so it doesn't pop up on my hand, and then I open it and quickly stir it and again close it. So keep the gas on low to medium. Now salt, I always add less quantity because as it cooks the salt will start getting absorbed, so I taste the salt towards the end. Now how do we test if it's done? Put it on the plate, and I'm going to show it a couple of times. If it flows down means it's not yet done, and it will release some water on the side. So once you get the practice of it, you know when it's done, and you may need to check it 1 or 2 times, but initially when you're doing it you may need to check it couple of times. So it should be thick enough, and that's a plate test, is the only test I know. So put it on the plate and see if it drips down, it's not done. Now it's not dripping down that much, but little bit water you can see on the side, so needs to cook it little bit more. So we're going to cook it for another 3 minutes. It take about, for me, 17 to 18 minutes, but don't look at the time, look at the if it's done or not, because it depends on the quality of the tomato, how much water content they have. So now I'm going to check it again, and this is what we have, and once it's cooled down it will get more thicker. So this is almost done because it's not flowing down that easily, but still little bit more, another 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to check again. So this is what I have. It doesn't fall down, and this is after cooling. So after cooling it gets more better, the consistency. So this is what we have, a beautiful color, very tasty. Store it in an airtight container. Make sure the container is very dry. I store it in small bottles, so that way I can just take one bottle at a time and it doesn't get spoiled. Cool it down completely and then store it in a container. So do try this with all the instructions, and if you have any questions please post it, and if you tried this recipe then do let me know, and enjoy this homemade ketchup with any food of your choice, like french fries. I like it with french fries or potato chips. So do try this and have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos, and please share with your family and friends this video, as this ketchup really comes out really good. So this I'm going to store it in the refrigerator in small bottles. I'm going to have one more bottle, so that way it stays nice and fresh. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video very soon.